Hello to all our viewers and young cricketers who are watching us. Thank you and welcome to Cricketgraph's new video. My name is Rishad Khanna and we have a very special guest with us today, Dhaval Parab, who was a former cricketer and is a coach, and he was a part of Lucknow Super Giants as a logistic and operation manager. Thank you, sir, for taking your time and giving us that. I hope this session will be beneficial for all our viewers.
Thank you for having me over here. I think it's gonna be definitely a good experience for me as well as everyone. So thank you.
Uh, and before we start our chat with Dhaval, I would like to thank our sponsors, Hell Energy Drink, an energy drink with top quality ingredients that boost our energy level. Thank you. Sir, before I start, this is a very basic question that I want to ask you. कि धवल who he was, वो कौन थे और अब वो कौन है और वो क्या बनना चाहते हैं इन फ्यूचर, उनका क्या गोल है, उनका क्या मिशन है, क्या विजन है क्रिकेट को लेकर.
So I mean, to start with, obviously, like playing 20 years of professional cricket. So someone who is into sports, throughout his career, throughout his life. So definitely as a sports person and definitely as a cricketer, I would always, want to be around this game, and with any sport, I'm passionate about to be with. So as a sports person, definitely, I think I would now that I don't play cricket anymore. So I'm a professional coach. I look after the logistics part of Lucknow Super Giants. I look after, the logistics part of Triumnat, which is a part of Mumbai Premier League. So I would definitely want to be, a professional cricket coach, as well as a part of all these franchise.
तो सर आपकी जर्नी कैसे स्टार्ट हुई थी? बेसिकली क्रिकेट में आपने अंडर 17 रिप्रेजेंट किया, अंडर 19 रिप्रेजेंट किया इंडिया को, तो वो जर्नी.
So I think when you are young, I think you are very much aggressive. You are passionate about the sport. So I think that's when my journey started. I think I used to play tennis ball and plastic ball cricket in my society, and a lot of people used to go and tell my mom as well as my uncle, who was very close to me. So they used to go and tell them and insist them कि आपके बच्चे को क्रिकेट में डाल दो. I mean, he can do wonders. He can be a very good cricketer. And I think that is the time, like my journey started. My uncle, who was close to me, as I mentioned, so he was very much passionate about this sport more than me at that time. And he insisted me कि क्यों नहीं इसको डालना चाहिए क्रिकेट में. I mean, he insisted my mom that time. And that is when, like at that time, I think Sachin and all the Mumbai cricketers, वो लोग, I think Shad Ashram school, and all the cricketers, most of them they grew up, and they played good cricket. I think they started their journey from Shivaji Park.
Yes,
And I think that's where my journey started. I started my cricket from Shivaji Park. And after a year or two, I think I joined MIG Cricket Club. And after a year, after playing for a year for MIG, Suresh Tegri sir, he took me to Elf Cricket Academy. I think that was a turning point in my life, and that is the time, like my cricketing journey started.
so sir, like you have played alongside with some greatest modern day cricketers like Rohit Sharma, Ajinkya Rahane, who have both represented India as captains and as players. So how were they like in their childhood or in their teenage age group? How were they? Like they were disciplined or they were passionate about cricket like they are right now, or what?
So I think Ajinkya was very much a sincere and quiet guy, like a shy type of a guy. Uh, I mean, we played together for like almost like, we started our cricket from like, under 14 together. I mean, we played together from under 14 days. I started playing with Rohit, I think when I was 15, I think I was 16. And that is when we played together. So Ajinkya definitely was a shy kind of a guy. Uh, Rohit, I wouldn't say he was a shy, but he was quite introvert. Like बस खुद में ही रहना है, batting करना है, fielding हो गया. He used to be with just his I think close friends, and I think Ajinkya was. I mean, at that time, I think Ajinkya and me were very much close. But I think after 16, after 16, me and Rohit, we played under 60. I think West Zone together, and we were part of. I mean, he played under 17 India, and I was part of Probable. So we spent that much of time together. So I would say that Ajinkya was very much disciplined. I wouldn't say that Rohit was disciplined, but yeah, I mean he was a talented batsman. I mean, from that time of his cricket. So yeah, I mean playing together with such stars is like, I mean it was like I mean I would say that I'm a very fortunate cricketer that I was
Playing
uh,
alongside with them.
yeah, playing alongside with them.
So, sir, like your latest assignment was with Lucknow Super Giants, and that was logistics and operation manager. So, being a cricket
Right.
fan, being a aspirant, cricket aspirant, I don't know what logistic and operation manager does in general. So, please give me some highlights. Okay, what is the goal? What is their work? What they do actually?
So if you see, I mean, when you play professional cricket, you have that basic idea about what is happening around you.
Yes,
In terms of everything, like you talk about logistics, you talk about administration part, you talk about I think operations part. So you have that basic idea.
yes.
And obviously, I mean, I was part of Triumph Knights, which was a part of Mumbai Premier League. So I had that experience of logistics. So definitely, I mean, if you see, I mean, IPL it's completely a different ball game compared to Mumbai Premier League. I mean, you have to be alert, you have to be on toes 24/7. So yeah, I mean, logistics. If you talk about, I mean, there I was looking after logistics and other things as well. But specifically, if you talk about logistics, that then I think you need to be alert. You need to be, as I mentioned, that you need to be on your toes. I think the team moment. Uh, I think that is a thing which is very much crucial. Like during the practice session, during the match session, then you have to keep coordinating with the security guys. You have to keep coordinating with the operational guy. So I think yeah, uh, logistics would definitely like I mean someone who wants to be part of logistics and operations. I think once you get that experience, like you just can't get over it. You want to be like part of the franchise. You want to be the part of other sports logistics. So that is how it is.
So, like you were associated with Lucknow Super Giants, the new team that has actually entered in IPL. And I, being a great fan of cricket, I am living in West UP, which is near to Lucknow. So I was supporting them. So I want to ask you one thing. That is my personal question. That I have seen Gautam Gambhir playing in my childhood. Like I was when 6 to 7, I used to see Gautam Gambhir opening for Indian cricket. Now I'm seeing KL Rahul opening for Indian cricket, and they both were part of this team. Like Gambhir was a mentor and KL being the captain. So what are the similarities or what are the differences that you can actually like notice as a cricket enthusiast or cricket coach? Like you being a cricket coach, आपने क्या देखा कि इन दोनों में क्या similarities लगी आपको या differences लगे?
So I think most of the cricket lovers, most of the cricketers, people who are following cricket must have seen that, Gautam Gambhir, Gautam Bhaiya he's a completely a different person. On field, if you see, you can never match his aggression.
No doubt.
He's so much aggressive. You just can't sit next to him, And I think KL Rahul, he's completely a different personality. If you see, someone who's very calm and a quiet guy who needs his own space. So these two guys are completely opposite personalities, I
Opposite.
would say. Yeah.
And if you want to like rate KL Rahul's captaincy according to yourself, according to your coaching techniques, according to your cricketing knowledge, how will you rate?
I feel that when it comes to captaincy, there is no technicality which is included. It's completely a skill when you talk
Yes.
about a captaincy, and I think we a person like KL Rahul, I think he's a inborn talent. A leader, inborn leader. So yeah, I won't. There is nothing to rate about his captaincy. That's because I think he has already proven himself. A new franchise, leading all the youngsters, and qualifying in the playoff.
Playoffs.
So it's like I think he has achieved what he wanted to. Definitely, we wanted to win this edition, like 15th edition. But I think we have done a great job under his captaincy.
So like Absar, you are starting like you are playing cricket and you are focusing on coaching now. तो how do you treat the young kids जो आते हैं, जो सीखना चाहते हैं, जिनको जो पैशनेट है, मतलब कैसे डिफरेंस पता चलता है कि एक लड़का बहुत पैशनेट है और एक लड़का जो बस कैजुअली खेलने आ रहा है, और उन्हें क्या टेक्निक से आप क्या थिंकिंग रहती है आप एज अ कोच?
See, I feel whatever as a coach, what I'm learning and what I've learned, you know. So you cannot differentiate, a student or a player. As a coach, definitely you have to be a good friend first, because if you are a good friend, that is the time, like student starts opening up or player starts opening up. You need to, you just can't be pushy, and you just can't get into their space saying that, okay, you need to change this, and you need to change, So definitely, as a coach, I would say that you have to be a good friend. I think a good mentor.
Sir, we lost you. You're not visible.
Oops, sorry. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but we cannot see you. We can see you.
Sorry. So yeah, as a coach, I would say that as I said, you have to be a very good friend first. You have to be a good mentor. If you want your student or your player, to achieve, I think whatever the goal he has kept for himself, I think you have to be realistic, and you have to be a good mentor first. I think giving that confidence rather than focusing on the technical part. I would as a coach, I would rather prefer uh, you know uh, mentoring that player and that student first. That's because you need to understand his strength and his weakness first. So you just can't directly go and tell him that, okay, आप अपने बैट गलत पकड़ा है, या आपके पैर आप अपने गलत स्टांस लिया हुआ है. So you have to be a good observer. When it comes to coach, you have to be bang on, like 10 on 10. You might make mistakes, but then you know how to cover up things.
So like some very clarity you have about like according to yourself and the coaching techniques that you'll follow. Sir, one thing more, like you are running an NGO, if I'm not wrong, Kutumba.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. We are like really
So
interested.
I was always into like social causes, and before starting my foundation, I always used to go and visit cancer kids. I mean, just to go and help them or support them. So there's a center which is in global hospital called St. Jude's. So
Okay.
most of the time I used to visit there, and I always had that passion and that empathy towards the underprivileged children and the poor kids. So I think that is when I thought of starting this NGO, and definitely my one of my close friends support, like I mean, his name is Ajinkya Naik, and definitely with his support I could start, and by God's grace, I think we could actually help many young kids, underprivileged kids.
Okay, okay. That's good, sir. So the last question that I want to ask is, sir, कि जो आपने आईपीएल के लिए 2 महीने बिताए लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स के साथ, तो यू मस्ट हैव सम मेमोरीज, मतलब टीम के साथ या दूसरी टीम के प्लेयर्स के साथ, तो लाइक योर फेवरेट मेमोरी फ्रॉम दिस आईपीएल एडिशन.
So I think my favorite memory was meeting Rohit.
रोहित.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like almost like 15 or 16 years. I mean, he's at a different level now, so it's difficult for you to get in touch with someone who is occupied throughout the year.
Yeah.
So I think meeting Rohit was definitely a memory and a moment for me.
Right. Okay. That was like a sweet memory that you have made with him. A
Yeah,
friendly
yeah,
bond.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
so sir, thank you very much for giving your time. And
Thank
I
you,
am
thank you,
sure,
Rishabh.
I'm pretty sure that this session was actually very nice, because the techniques that you were telling can be quite helpful for the youngsters that are watching us. So sir, thank you for giving your time, and we would like to
Thank
engage with
you,
you real
thank
soon.
you, thank you, Rishabh.